nobody can do them. Them was both of them was yeah.
Well, here you go though. But what he gonna do? I stood in front of Hustle. Yeah, I stood in front of Casey too. Yeah, I stood in front. Ain't no movie I ain't seen. But what the fuck did you do when you was in front of them beautiful black queens, nigga? What did you do?
Them beautiful black
So
queens.
you mean to tell me you steady going? Y'all be saying he's this creative writer and all this shit. Every time y'all telling me he's going viral for saying dumb shit. I am a grinder and I am a rooster and I am the spin master. Like, shut the fuck up. Your resume stink when it's under this microscope. So you 3-2 on volumes with still no standout performances though. Yeah, I still ain't gave me no top 10 level performance. Like, man, that might be top 10 all time. I still haven't got one of those yet out of 20. We just named 20 events. And y'all ain't gave me a top 10 Verb performance yet. And we got like 4 or 5 bodies. We got like 4 clear losses. 2 of them to women. Fuck out of here. Fucking stink, bro. All right, what's out of that, boss?
I mean, them are the main five, five,
That's
five,
it?
and two. Him and Briz was still like him and Briz is a classic battle. That was the rookies versus vets. It's just not like a series or nothing.
Yeah, rookie versus vet. He did good versus rookie. So like this is what I'm saying. But what was that like a legendary performance for Verb?
Come talk to the Yoda. Yeah, he clear. You know, Briz was like him and T Top was them. He got Briz. I can't
Briz
even
was a
front.
rookie. Briz was a rookie.
Yeah, that was all. But they was they was the up and coming. They had just came off the UFF. They was the up and coming stars. That
What
was
year was
when
this?
Shine lost to
What
Wavy and
what
all of
what,
that.
what year was this, boss?
Rookies versus vets.
Cause you mean to tell me a nigga who had a combined 15 gnomes and Summer Madnesses finally do good versus a rookie, and niggas is clapping at that? This better not be after 2016. I know that.
It's for sure after 2016. I'm pretty certain of it.
So
Hold
you mean to
on,
tell
let
me
me see.
Verb was 8, 9 years in the game, and you finish? Oh, he did his thing versus Briz, a rookie at the time. So you mean to tell me he tucked his tail in front of K Shine and T Rex and Charlie Clips and these girls and all this shit, but he finally want to do good versus a rookie? Fuck out of here. Nigga stink, bro. Bro, I swear to God, we just ran through 4 events, bro. We just ran through 20 battles. If y'all like, but what I'm saying is, what he gonna do is, yeah. I about to breeze, I about to hustle, I about to cast me, I'm about to clips, I about to run. He's just gonna
No,
run
him and Briz was April 15th, 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
That's a little better. 15. He still was 5 years in the game. By that time, he still was on 5 summer managers, 4 gnomes and shit, 3 gnomes, and you should beat Briz. Briz a rookie at the time. You should. But finally, though, like finally, that's still was that's still. Do they say that classic battle though? Classic. Is that was that better than his goods performance?
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
for sure.
I
Goods is
remember how
one
that
of her
Briz
top
battle went.
performances. Clear.
What you say, Showtime?
After the Briz battle, because you know that at that time we couldn't see the shit. It wasn't like no pay per view. Everybody was saying in the building that Briz had won. Briz had won. They had beat Verb. That's what was going on at Twitter at the time. Because that's all we could do was check and see what was going on. When the
Mm-hmm.
footage came out and we rewatched it, everybody felt like Verb had won. We got the watch and right. Joe Budden was dapping him up and shit when he was rapping.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was going on during that time of the battle. I wouldn't say that battle was classic or nothing, but it was one of the better verbs for sure,
Okay.
especially from a rating standpoint.
Yeah,
Okay. So
it wasn't better. It
so
wasn't better than
so
Goods though. His
so
Goods performance is like top three
so
verbs.
out of 20, so out of 21 battles, we had 4 good Verb performances. And that we're gonna run them up. There's Head Ice, there's Suge, that's the 1 round with Hollow, Lux, and his Briz. We have 5. 5 and out of 20 or so. Right now, he is at like a 82% stinker. 82% of his shit from 82% of the shit we just going off of is either him getting put in the body bag, losing clear, or niggas don't even remember what the fuck he said in the battle. So I just want niggas to know
Do
that.
do anybody
Huh?
do anybody know if he was Briz first million? Do anybody know?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Arsenal was Bria's first million. But that's a
You
good question.
probably right. I think you damn near right.
Has Verb ever gave somebody their first million? That's a good question. Has Verb ever battled somebody and gave them their first million? You think so, boss?
I'm checking. I'm checking Bridge and I'm gonna confirm Bridge first. When did Bridge and Arts battle? Nah, Bridge and Arts battled in 2017. He battled Verb in 2015. So I think Verb did. But it's about when it hit the million though. You know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
saying,
But
what's the
as far
battle at? What's the battle at? Like, what view count? We'll be able to tell just off the view count a little bit.
him and Verb is at, I'm just gonna round up. Him and Verb is at 1.3 million. But actually him and T Top was in 24. That T Top gave him his first million. Him and T Top at 1 million, and they was in 2014.
TK, who they first million?
I mean, they gave each other their first million because both of them was new at the time.
Who I'm saying, who you
I'm
saying?
saying T Top and Briz,
They battled each
like they
other?
was, yeah, they battled each other in 2014.
I don't even remember
Like yep,
that.
on
That
URL.
was the UFF shit, right?
Yeah, that was the tournament.
Oh,
And
you also yeah.
yeah, that was
So
the tournament.
they gave it. Yeah, so they gave each other their first million. So Verb ain't gave
Yep.
nobody shit. So what? So tell me what God tier nigga, what top tier nigga ain't gave somebody they first million. But this is what I'm saying though. The level we put Verb on is God tier. So you mean out of God tier, this nigga Summer Madness, he got the worst Summer Madness resume of all time. He just ran that down. His gnome shit stink too, but it's a little better than the Summer Madnesses. His volume is better of the two Summer Madness and the gnomes, but he still is just below average. It ain't God, it ain't giving God tier. His kings or queens, he has yet to beat a female. That's why he talks so. How you talk so bad about women and you can't even beat one in a battle ring? So Kings and Queens volume, Summer Madness is known. This all URL. We ain't even got to the laughable shit yet. The even more laughable shit yet. The URL, his URL resume stinks as a whole. 85% of his resume or URL of him getting embarrassed, having to whack his lines, getting clear losses put against him with a 10% good showing rate with Goods, Lux, Briz, Hollow, Suge, Ice. Not including verse me. The Miles and shit, that shit, Miles and Matt Harford, that was good battle. It was 2010. Everybody was, it was 2009, 2010. I'm talking about big cards. All right, bro. All right, so we ran through all that. We all agree 85% of that shit stinking, him getting put in body bags, and he don't deserve to be no fucking god tier standing in front of this shit. We only got 3 classic performances from him. We giving 3 classics. Lux, Goods, and Lux, Goods, Lux.
You did RBE yet?
Nah, we on our way over there. Oh, we on our way over there. We making a left. I'm at the stoplight. We making a left.
So just the classics from Summer Madness and
Yeah,
Gnomes.
we just did URL. We just ran down URL without.
All right, he got Lux definitely up there.
Uh-huh.
Goods up there.
Mm-hmm. Y'all say his twerk performance was a classic.
It was good. I don't know about
I think
classic.
Twerk
It was
has
he was
classics.
good though.
Yeah, I know twerk. I know twerk performance. I'm just talking about strictly him. So, um, I
He was
personally
rapping.
don't. I personally don't remember. Yeah, I say his Suge was he did his best. I mean, he did his thing. But y'all saying classic? No. Okay.
It's hard to call something a classic that motherfuckers didn't get to see. It's on the app. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. I'm saying to me, it's
yeah, it
like
was fire. It was
it's
a
a little
fire
bit more
battle.
coming into it, right? Because Verb had like a string of performances that the culture didn't care about or that they hated, and
Mm-hmm.
then him and
Mm-hmm.
Suge came through, and it was just such a fire battle. Like people was surprised that it was as good as it was, and it was money on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So the 10 bands on the floor added to it. It was
Who
I
won the
don't
ten
know. I don't like
bands?
to just throw the word classic around. It was a fire
Who,
battle though. I ain't gonna
who,
count.
who,
It was
who,
actually battle of the weekend. URL had 3 cards that weekend, and they was battle of the weekend.
who won the 10 bands?
They ended up splitting it.
Okay. All right. So right now we got Lux and Goods. Out of 22 battles, Lux and Goods is two classic performances. But if we're gonna be fair, y'all gave it half Hoffa classic.
Math is for sure classic.
Okay, it's Miles is
And then
classic.
you got to give them what was it? SB with the Guardians Angel Duck. I know that was on the street or whatever, but that's
I,
iconic.
And you, nigga,
I was talking about,
your
yeah,
battle.
I know. I was talking about the big stages though before. So we always talking about
Oh, okay,
everything.
okay,
We was
okay,
talking
okay.
about everything from Summer Madnesses, like Summer Madness. But if you want to count, so from the Summer Madness, from the Gnome volume, and Summer Madness and Kings and Queens and all that, he got two classics. And then you add Miles, Math, and me. That's five classics. So you got five classics out of 24 battles. 25 battles. We saying 5, 10. One was 15. The two girls, 17. One call, 1, 2, 3, 20, about 22, 22, 22. Yeah, 22 through 'em. But then out of them 22, though, he got bodied in five of them. He got clear losses, and it just stinks. Somebody write that shit down. It stink. The URL, overall, though, that overall URL, when you put all that in perspective, that stink over there. That stink. That stink. So we good. We scratched that. We done. So that's done with URL.
Yeah, if you only doing the big stages, is it?
Yeah.
We ain't count none of the 2-on-2s, right?
Nah, we ain't gotta count 2 on 2. It's 2 on 2s. Nah, we ain't got 2 on 2. Two of them motherfuckers with me. Yeah, we got two. We don't count 2 on 2s. All right. So now, fuck it. Let's go to RBE. Showtime, can you read off his RBE? Um, I don't really go. We ain't gotta do the cards because we just do because it ain't gonna be that many battles from RBE that he got from URL. So you can just do the battles.
All right, do you want to wait for the dude first? Dog said it's some cap. He said he wanted to address some cap first before we
Who said
move on.
that?
Somebody one of these.
Zern, his name's Zern. I don't see him in a request though.
He said some cap. I see him. He said cap. Oh, I love when niggas say cap. He better. He got to back it now. He got to back that statement.
Yeah, he want to holler at you first,
There
but
you
I got
go.
you after.
What up? What
Yo,
up with it?
what's happening, man? Hey, it's
What's
a
up,
little
bro?
bit of it's I don't know, it's a little bit of cap happening. So that's I wanna kind of back it up a little bit to what we saying in the beginning. So first off, I feel like you kind of breezed past the math win, like that wasn't a huge win. I know we was talking about big
I said big
stages.
stage. Yeah, I did everything. We did Summer Madness's gnomes and all that. That stuff was Midwest
Right.
Madness. That was
I
so.
just
That's
want
why
to
we.
keep everything in context because that was a big win, would you not say?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That was a big win.
Okay, okay. Let's go to the then the percentages you throwing around.
Hmm.
So you saying like 80% was bad. So the cow battle, I felt like that was a good battle. It wasn't like, classic like everybody else was saying, but
Hmm.
that was a good battle for sure.
Hmm.
Uh Geechee battle, he had to use a bitch, something you get weave, go fly out, no, use a bitch. Like he had some quotables in that battle. So that was a good battle. It's some of the shit y'all throwing around, I feel like y'all was kind of skipping over some of
You
these
said it
actual
was a good battle.
good
You said it was
battles.
a good battle, but really ain't saying. You just said one line from a 3 round battle. So you know what I'm saying? Like if it was a good battle, you
Right. I
got to
mean,
tell me.
I don't know the whole I don't know the whole round, but I
That's what
mean,
I'm
it
saying.
was
That's what makes something. That's what we mean by
it's not a
memorable.
mixed stinker though.
I ain't called a Geechee a mixed thinker.
Okay, okay.
Summer Madness was out of this Summer Madness. He had one good showing out of Summer Madness 1, Summer Madness 2, Summer Madness 4, Summer Madness.
Which battles, if you don't want me asking, because I don't got it
Okay,
right in front
the
of me.
the Charlie Clips he got bodied. Correct.
Okay, facts.
Okay.
Facts.
The T Rex when he got bodied, he lost 12,000.
Facts. Okay.
Okay, boom.
Absolutely.
The Summer Madness 4 versus John John, that was a mixed stinker.
Yeah, it was a bad battle. Yeah,
Okay, boom,
Rooster.
boom, boom. So
Okay.
so now we three. So there's three battles. Summer Madness. They say Calico and Geechee was the next two. They say the Calico nobody remember. We ain't say nothing about it. We just said, all right, whatever. We just left it alone.
Calico and Geechee, they was both COVID battles, but I felt like they was both good battles.
Yeah, but that's why I ain't really say nothing about it. We just said, okay, boom.
Right,
We
right.
left
But
it.
I'm saying when you talking about them, you'll throw 80%, but we got to count those as a not a bad
Nah,
battle.
so listen. Out of 5 battles, 3 of them he got 2 of them he got some matters 1 and 2 he got bodied. So he looked bad. And two times on some matters he looked bad. His next time was some matters 4. Another mixed stinker. So his first, he's 100% of either looking bad or big stinkers for Summer Madness. His first 3 joints. So his next 2 is Geechee and Calico. Nobody remembered them. I said, well, he said they was cool. Nobody remember it. So if we give him
But do
2
nobody
Calico,
do nobody remember it because it's COVID or because the boss
it's
remember the battle?
no, it's a bunch of she asked her. I said, what kind of performance? She said, I didn't want no breakout performances. I don't actually
Yeah, it
remember like
wasn't no standout performance, but they were straight battles.
so
They was
straight
good.
battles meaning what are they though? what
They
are
Right, but
battled in an empty room with just them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
right, it was COVID time for sure.
But I'm saying
But
so
I'm
it
saying
was a
we can't
bunch.
just throw it around 80% trash when we saying
So
those
three,
battles
so
not
so
bad
three,
battles. They
so
might have been under the radar.
if they not good battles, and I just gave you two bodies and 1 mixed stinker.
I said they was good battles.
No, I'm done. No, listen. So 2 bodies, 1 mixed stinker, and 2 you saying good battles or below good battles.
Say that one more time.
I'm saying, so are you calling them good battles? So you saying Geechee and Calico was good battles, right?
It was good battles, not breakouts.
Now we agree they not breakout, but
Okay.
you can't even get, but you only can give me 4 bars from beat for one of those battles. Why is that?
Because I don't really go back and watch them battles, but I remember them being good battles.
See that? See now you
Hold on.
kind of now you kind of
Let
I
me
ain't
So
say
wait,
this
wait.
too, because
Every
like,
good battle y'all go back and watch?
nah it
nah,
ain't
but
a
look, I think this the point you kind of missing too. And like, I'm don't get me wrong, I'm like here to challenge what this nigga saying. I'm trying to find some cap in what he's saying. Like, that's what I'm here for. But when it come down to it, I think it's not only that. Y'all got to factor in that who these battles is against. You supposed to remember Verb versus Calico. You supposed to be able to remember Verb versus Geechee. You
Geechee.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these ain't just no regular battles. Like, even when it come to Verb versus Surf, that's supposed to be a way bigger battle. It's what these battles turned out to be, as opposed to what they was. Why we don't remember Verb versus Tay Rock?
And my
Like,
so my argument
that's
is this: he hide behind his resume. So when I tell you, like when you come on, you defend him as you supposed to, cool. But he'll say, "Yeah, I stood in front of Geechee. I stood in front of Calico." Okay, look, I stood in front of Calico and I stood in front of Geechee. Everybody remember my battles. I know it wasn't COVID. I know it's big room, but my point is, just because you stand in front of somebody doesn't mean the battle did what it was supposed to do. He got a lot of battles where he's standing in front of these names to add to his resume, but they got no soul. The Geechee and Calico battle don't have a soul. You just said they good battles, but I'm just, all right, what happened? Oh, I mean, shit, the weave bar, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I ask you what happened with the Lux and Verb battle, you're going to be able to give me a little more. You know why? Because that battle got a soul. So that's really my
Nah,
argument.
nah, I hear what you're saying as far as that, but I'm just saying with COVID battles, I feel like it's a lot of those battles we don't necessarily remember.
Uh, I mean, it depends. Mook and Tay Rock, Daylight and Tay Rock, DNA and Geechee. I mean, Geechee and Mike P. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
DNA.
I'm just saying, it's we use that when it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Well, we remember the battles during COVID is cool, but then when we don't, it's like, oh, it was COVID. It's a bunch of COVID battles that niggas is still talking about. But my point
Yeah, I'm
is,
about to say, nah, we not using that COVID excuse because it is COVID yielded a bunch of classics, a
yeah,
bunch of them.
yeah,
B dot and Saga, like it's a whole bunch of classics that came from the COVID era. So we can't use. And I remember Verb and DNA and Verb and Twerk and Verb and Suge. So like
mm,
it's not like yeah, I don't I
Facts,
don't I
facts.
don't subscribe to
I,
the COVID era yielding battles that we don't
and
remember. That's fully on the
no,
battlers to make them memorable.
yeah.
that's a fact.
And
No,
I'm
I respect
and I
that.
and, I, and I'm being
My
fair by just saying we didn't remember. I didn't call them McStinkers or nothing. I just said, okay, them two top tier names that we don't remember. But I'm just saying, I know Verb though. First thing Verb would say is, I got the best resume. So all we doing is putting the resume under the microscope. We not going for now. I stood in front of Calico and Geechee Gotti. Okay, what the fuck did you do in front of them battles? That's what this space for. So yeah, we gonna respect that he stood
Right,
in
right.
front of them. But now who remember him? So that's kind of what this going for. You know what I'm saying, my boy?
No, I feel that.
Nah, I said, nah, I respect it though.
Now,
Any
now, my only thing was when you was talking about it, some of the times you would say 80%, 90%,
okay.
but
So basically, so listen,
we can't. I don't know if I can necessarily
okay.
count those in the 80% bad battles though.
Nah, so what I say out of 5 battles on Summer Matters, he only had 5, right? So 2 was bodies, 1 was a mixed thinker, and 2 nobody remember, right? So how many good showings do we have on Summer Madnesses? What you hearing that? One body by Clips, 2 bodies by Clips and Rex. He got a mixed thinker with John John, and then he got um the goods and the calico. I mean the Geechee and the calico. So out of 5 battles, how many battles stink? Like what's the percentage of stinky like stink battles or bodies?
The Geechee battle was a good one, so I'm giving him the Geechee one, but the other
The
ones
Geechee
I
one
agree
is
with you
That
definitely
on.
fair.
that's
You can
20%.
Yeah,
make
the
That
Geechee
that's
one is a
20
goodie.
that's 20%. He ain't a 20% of good battle showing. I said 80% of his Summer Madness
Yeah.
resume stink. That's what 80% is. 20% could be one
and
battle.
Geechee was unknown, not
So,
SM, but
So
they,
get
you know,
so
so
get you
still
one
good.
get you one even on Summer
so
Madness?
you said 80% stink. So that's what I'm saying. If he two out of what 5? You said the other 3. One of them was a stinker. The other
Two
two was
bodies,
bodies.
two bodies. He got body bagged in 2 of them off the rip. So he got 2 body bags, and he got. But they just said Geechee wasn't even on Summer Madness. So wait a minute,
No,
wait.
yeah,
Geechee
Geechee
was
was
known
known. So
10.
it's
You did five
Clips,
summer. Yeah,
it's
go ahead, boss.
Clips, it's Clips, Rex, John John, and
And Cal.
Calico and Hollow.
Out of the one
Yeah,
round.
Hollow was a
and
good
he and the
battle.
Cal battle for me is memorable, but it's more memorable for Cal. Like Verb
Right.
was good versus Calico, but that's Calico. I
But
was
it,
12 when I found out sandwich
yeah,
bags were for sandwiches. Like Verb was good, but he lost the
J
battle.
Smokes.
My
Right.
point
What?
was my point was it wasn't bad.
So no, no,
No,
no, no,
and
no,
that's
no.
the
But
fact
my
that
point is, we talking about we under the microscope. So when we under a microscope, we don't want to hear the oh, it's classic on Calico in. What the fuck did Verb do? So if 80% of him is getting bodied, so okay, put like that. I want the right percentage. You right then. Let's do the right percentage.
It's that the percentage. Yeah, that's what
Okay, cool. Okay,
that's what it
cool. So
was.
we're gonna do the right percentage. So out of 5 battles, well, we got one of us on one round, but out of 5 of them, he got body bagged in 2. So 2 out of 5 was body bags. The third one
Absolutely.
was the mixed stinker. So we had 3 already. The fourth one is Calico. Somebody just said it was more memorable on Calico end and not his. So
yeah,
that means
Cal won the
his.
battle.
So that means his showing was below good. You said it was Verb below good. Was he good? Was he below good?
Not
I
he
say it was good.
Verb was decent. He was good, but he lost the battle.
Decent. Okay,
So it ain't
okay. So
you
4. So we have 4. So we have 4 motherfucking Summer Madness battles. He don't even have a win yet. And then 5, you got one round versus Hollow. So what percentage of what's the great? What I'm trying to ask, out of 8 Summer Madness appearances, out of all 5, what's his percentage of bad
Good showing.
showings? Bad showings out of
No,
the.
that's a bad record. Even though he beat John John, in my opinion, like we said, that's a bad battle. So like, there's no standout SM battle. Like, there's no key, fantastic Summer Madness performance.
And then
Right.
with him having 2 body bags under it, that's why I threw the word 80 out. Like your first 2 Summer Madnesses, you got smoked, and then you come back and you spin the block with John John, and then it's nothing, another nothing. So we had your first 3 Summer Madnesses where niggas is like, why are you even here? And then the fourth one is Calico, and niggas saying Calico won, and you was cool, you was decent. So we done saw you 4 times on Summer Madnesses, and you don't have one standout performances, and you supposed to be God tier. That's my under the microscope. We gonna do this with a. You know what? I'm gonna start a series.
Right,
We
right.
gonna put everybody under the microscope. We gonna put me under the microscope too. But right now, we cooking a verb, Abachi style. So his Summer Madness under the microscope, he's 80% ass on Summer Madison's. 2 bodies. He lost 12,000. He got a McStinker. He got a lost at Calico where he did I and a good 1 round. That sounds
You
like
better
80% to me.
unknown.
Huh?
He's better on Gnome though.
For
He's
sure,
got
yeah,
some good ones
we
on
went
Gnome.
through the gnomes. He's for
Yeah,
Word,
sure
word, word.
better on
Jay
mine.
Small, I'm glad you here. So we're gonna double back. So we went through Gnome. His first Gnome versus X Factor, he lost 3-0.
That's a terrible battle with the
Yes,
blindfold and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, yeah.
that's
Peekaboo. He playing peekaboo with another 30-year-old man. Peekaboo Bow. His second Gnome after X Factor was who?
Goods.
Goods. That was a good one. We gave him
that's
that.
what
Classic,
That's
Classic,
classic.
his first
classic.
classic out of 7 battles. We just say that's his first classic performance
On the big stage. Let's
on the
put that
big
in
stage.
perspective because the
We talking
math
about
is a
gnome. Big
classic.
stage is a
Yeah,
given. We
talking
talking
on.
about
Yeah,
gnome.
no, he's talking about no. Yeah. So after Goods, it was who? K Shine. Oh
yeah.
my fucking
K
God.
Shine.
So, oh my.
Yeah, that
So
was nasty.
another body. So we just named 7 big stage bad. He got 4 bodies on. He got bodied 4 times on the biggest of stages with 1 classic performance so far, and that would be Goods so far.
Mm-hmm.
So after Goods, it was who?
Lux, another
Lux,
goodie.
another goodie.
Lux is great.
Amazing.
Goodie. So we got
Lux is a
Goods.
great
We
one.
got Goods and Lux with his 2 classic performances out of what was that 8? Was that 8 battles on the big
No, we at
stages?
9 now. We at 9 now.
9 battles on the big stages. He got 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times with 2 clear losses. And then after no, after Lux, it was
Lux
who?
was geeky.
Geechee.
Geeky.
And he
Was
was good.
Geechee.
It's not the same level of good. It's not no like Lux
Mhm.
and Goods are like amazing, key pieces of history. But you can
Good
debate who
battle
beat
though.
Gotti.
Yeah,
Like
it's good for sure,
he
for
was good
sure.
versus
Yeah,
Gotti.
Good
I
So
battle
got
though.
him beating Gotti. I ain't gonna care.
so look, so that was 10 battles, right? Out of 10 battles, he had 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times. You still with me, Zern?
I'm still with you. I'm still
Okay,
with you.
okay.
But he
So out
got
of 10
but for
battles,
context though.
out of 10 battles,
We
he had 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times.
but he
Holla,
got some
bring
wins
Q
in there
up.
too.
Bring Q up. I'm sorry, Holla.
This nigga, uh,
He got some bad wins in there too, but they still wins. The John battle, like I
yeah,
just said, it
but yeah,
wasn't
But
yeah,
bad.
the quality of the
Super
But we
win.
joints
not
matter.
doing
He
bad
talking about the
wins.
quality as well, though. Not just wins and
Okay.
losses, but
Okay.
quality.
it's just
I'm
a
with you.
bad because because like I said, the whole thing is a lot of time with us top tiers, we hide in the resume. So it's like, yeah, I stood in front of. So picture we just went doing all this, and a nigga Verb walk in the room like, y'all can't talk to me. I stood in front of X Factor. I stood in front of K Shine. I stood in front of T Red. All that shit sound good. Yeah, he stood in front of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That sound good. But once we put that microscope under it, okay, what happened when you stood in front of Rex? Body. What happened when you stood in front of K Shine? Body. What happened when you stood in front of John John? Nothing. So that's what these spaces are for now. And I just wanted to start with Verb because I feel like Verb got the most decorated resume that means nothing. It's like when you think that shit gold and you get to it, it's that little glittery shit that be on women dresses. You be like, man, this shit ain't gold. That's what Verb resume is, and I'm here to debate it with anybody. We had 10 big stage battles. He only got 2 classic performances, and he been body 4 times with 3 clear losses. With X Factor being a clear loss, Calico being a clear loss,
Calico
and
not a clear loss.
No, not Cal.
I thought Jason
Man,
Mo just
Hey,
got.
he clearly lost the
have
Calico.
y'all got to
I don't think
move
I
his
don't think
movie
that's a
out of
clear
Nah,
here?
loss.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I
All
mean,
right, but
I got him losing
And
that
I
battle,
love
but
to
I don't
tell
think it's
Calico
split.
he lost. I get a kick out of it. I ain't gonna lie, but Calico won that battle.
I think Calico
But is
won
it a
3-0,
clear
but
loss?
I ain't,
okay,
you know what I'm
cool. So
saying?
look, we even give him that, but it's this 4 bodies, 2 clear losses, and 2 whatever. So whatever, cool. Whatever we had back, cool, boom. So that was just URL with the Gnome and Summer Madnesses. Then we went to volume. Then we went to
Yeah,
volume. His first battle of
Let's do
volume was
volume.
Twerk.
right.
It was
Amazing battle.
yeah, it was a good battle.
Yes.
Twerk went viral on him. He
I ain't
lost
gonna
Great
that
lie.
battle.
battle
All
though.
I
I
remember,
had Twerk winning, but it's a
all I
better ass
remember is the
battle.
You
hoodie
can
down.
debate Verb one
All right, good battle. Good
You
battle.
can. I
for
have
sure.
Verb winning that battle.
People got
Verb was
Verb
up
winning that
2-0,
battle
but
for sure.
that is the I do understand the third
But that
round
that
knockout.
hoodie
But I have Verb
that
first
hoodie
and
down
second.
was
Right.
classic
I,
though.
I
Like that's what I
completely
remember.
disagree with
No,
Verb
no, the
winning,
hoodie
but
down
there
was
is
the
people
most
that have him
memorable
winning.
part.
So
The hoodie
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
down
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
most
That
memorable
that's
part
what
of
I
that battle
remember.
for sure.
If we
All right,
going by
bet.
But
So
consensus, Twerk won that battle consensus wise for sure.
right.
okay, cool.
But
So that's cool. Good battle.
I'm
What was
just
after him on
going over
volume?
the amazing battle though.
It was DNA next, and I thought he got DNA.
I thought you got DNA.
he got crazy
Okay.
versus DMA.
There you go,
Yeah,
like that. So
that
two.
was a
So,
very good
all right,
Verb.
that's two good ones.
We gave him. Yeah,
We
we
off to a
gave him
good
them.
start.
What was after
Yeah,
DNA?
we gave him them originally. After DNA was Tay Rock.
Horrific.
What happened with Tay Rock?
Bad battle from both of them.
That
It was
that
He
battle
lost
was
to Rock,
stinks.
it
but
was
it
That
was a
whole
bad
battle
horrible from
battle. It
sucked.
was
both
a
of them.
bad
Yeah.
battle.
I ain't
So
gonna lie.
So what I be saying with this is another good example though. So it's like when we saying these names, like I said, he'll say, I stood in front of this, he's having a lot of bad battles with these top names, but he got them on his resume. But it's a
Wait, we
but
just passed up two good ones though.
no, we did, but we still you must forgot we still don't
Right,
forget the
right. You
Psalm
talking
and
about the other
no
ones?
Summer Madness and no,
He talking
like
about
keep them in mind.
overall, yeah.
Yeah, keep in
But I
mind,
thought we
like
skipped to volume talk right now. That's what I'm saying.
no, no, Zern. So this is what we doing. We went through Summer Madness and Gnome and got that total record, right?
Right, right.
We adding volume now, but don't forget that when you mention Tay Rock and say a bad battle, don't forget about the Summer Madisons and Gnomes that we just did. How many bad battles he done had versus these big names.
For
That's all I
sure.
want you to do. Just don't forget. So when I tell you a lot of these names on his resume, when you can say Verb stood in front of them, they have no souls. He's battling people, and every time we look up, is I don't remember that one. Oh damn, that's both
Right,
stinker.
right.
Oh, they
But my only
that's
point with that is we got to say some because we talking about New Jersey twerk. That's a great showing from Verb right there. We
But
talking
we
about
we
New
gave
Jersey.
we gave him that. We gave him that,
Zern, I
Zern.
feel like you just listening to argue now.
No,
Cause
no,
Yeah,
no,
we
no.
gave him twerking
yeah, we
DNA. What are you
yeah we
saying?
because only thing we arguing, Zern, is when we tell you to go another one. You
Yeah,
say,
I'm
oh, but
saying.
you can't forget about
I'm
the
just saying you were
DNA. We gave
saying
him the
big
DNA,
names. Right, right,
huh?
right. But I'm just saying you said with big. You just saying with big. What you just said right before that was with big names.
Uh huh.
He's having horrible showings. So my
Yes.
point is, we can't say we got to say some because twerk is a big name,
No,
and that was a great
listen.
showing.
Okay, no, the majority of his big names so far is either body bags or terrible showings. Do we want to run down that again?
Let me.
You
Right,
keep
right.
forgetting
The
the whole picture.
the
So
ma-
it's still doing a running total.
yes, the majority
Okay.
so far of these big names. Listen, put it like this: we just gave you out of